Happy Thursday. I'm Craig, now formerly of Steren, and I'll be heading up today's webinar. Today our topics are, we're going to cover our deals of the week. As you know, this I think is our third week, so we have a weekly Steren branded deal of the week, and we're typically doing one or two third-party branded deals of the week, so we'll cover those. A new feature you guys started last week was our webinar flash deal. This is a 24-hour super duper deal that is priced exceptionally well, but you got to act within a 24-hour period. We're also going to cover the U.S. retail catalog. We're going to discuss credit terms. We're going to recap and update you on the annual convention, and then we'll have some calls to action. Roll the slide, Damien. Okay, so our first deal of the week is our Steren branded deal of the week. Many people for many years have purchased cordless phone batteries through the previous company, NewTek, and I'm happy to say that Steren has taken an innovative approach to the cordless phone batteries. At one point, I remember we were stocking something like 50 plus SKUs in cordless phone batteries. So this new innovative approach, what I call the universal split plug, greatly reduces the number of SKUs that you need to have on hand to cover the vast majority of the market. The way this works, you've got your typical battery. In the case of the one we're picturing here, it's a 2 AA's in a nickel metal hydride configuration. And rather than have this same battery with 3 or 4 different connector plugs, the concept here is to simplify it by just having this split plug. We have one red wire, your positive lead, one black wire, your negative lead, and all you simply need to do is plug those appropriately into the phone. Again, the advantage for the dealer is that you can dramatically reduce the number of SKUs that you need to stock, and I think it's a concept that works very well. So at any rate, we've shown you your normal pricing here. The wholesale pricing is for the dealers that do not have a relationship with Steren. Obviously, a good many of you have signed up as Steren dealers. You're going to get 5% off that wholesale cost, and then our strongest allies are our Steren stores, and you get the 10% off the wholesale price. For 1 week only, now through next Wednesday, you can take an additional 10% off your normal price. So if you're a Steren store, you're going to get your normal 10% plus an additional 10%, 20% off the wholesale cost. So it is a really excellent value, and we encourage you to take advantage of it. If you roll the slide, Damien. So our first third-party branded deal of the week is Edifier. I know that Radio Shack from time to time featured Edifier products, and I know many of you are familiar with it. I rank them up there at the top of the list in terms of quality and aesthetics, and just very, very nice product. I can tell you we've sold it for many years. I use them myself. The sound quality is outstanding, and the returns are like next to none. It's probably less than 1%. But we're featuring these two that are pictured here, the M1380 and the E10. These are ones we've had long-term success with, a lot of turnover. And again, act between now and next Wednesday, and you can save 20% off the regular cost, which is noted here on this slide. For those of you that haven't heard of Edifier, I encourage you to reach out to your peers and ask them what they think about it. I feel confident you're going to hear very good feedback on Edifier products. Roll the slide, Damien. So our other third-party deal of the week is Energizer branded lithium batteries. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure you're all familiar with these. Energizer, I think, has 90% market share in this category. And again, pretty straightforward proposition. If you'll order between now and next Wednesday, you'll save 20% off your regular cost, pretty substantial. At the $6.30 cost on a 4-pack at a $12.99 retail, you've got over a 50% margin, so that's pretty darn good on batteries. I would point out the third one that we've listed here, which is the image on the far right, is the Advanced Series batteries. There's only a couple hundred of these left, but the value proposition on this one is that it's a 6-pack. You get 4 batteries and then 2 free is the way they market it, but it's actually 6 AAA batteries in that pack, and to get those at $558 is a heck of a deal. So again, take advantage of these. Offer is good through next Wednesday. Okay, so this week's flash deal. This is a new promotion that we started last week, and these flash deals are designed to be just a quick 24-hour, big bang, and then it's gone. But this is an emerging technology. It's been out a few years, but it's continually improving. So what this item does, the HDMI extender over category cable, this is designed when you need to have long runs. Your satellite receiver box is in one location, and you want to have a big screen, or a separate TV in a remote location. This is what you use to get that done. As many of you know, HDMI has a limit of 16 feet. Once you go past 16 feet with an HDMI cable, it loses resolution and quality. So this technology obviously is using the Cat5 and Cat6 cables to eliminate that problem. And the added bonus on the Steren branded product is, and very few on the market have this, is that it includes the IR remote control receivers. And as many of you know, that's going to allow you to control the channel, change the channel and the volume, etc., from the remote location. So on this flash cell, dealer cost is $47.88. This has an MSRP of $99.99. So again, over a 50% margin. This offer expires tomorrow at midnight, so Friday at midnight it will revert back to regular pricing. On that note, I'm going to turn it over to Elisa to talk about the retail catalog.
Good afternoon, dealers. The other day I posted on Facebook regarding the digital catalog that we sent out in your email. We sent it out in issue and in digital format. We are getting ready to launch our full-line catalog in a few months. I need to get any and all feedback and ideas from you guys as to what you want the look and feel of the next catalog to look like. Again, this was just a catalog that we put together real fast with products and descriptions to give you guys a sales tool to be able to use either on the sales floor or just in general. So if you guys can email me back or shoot me a text and say, listen, I need pricing, I don't need pricing, I'd like to see this in the catalog, in the full-line catalog, we want to make sure that we make this a tool that is usable for you guys and you can use on the sales floor with your customers. Our next slide is Steren for credit terms.
Good afternoon, dealers. It's been a long time since I've been able to reach out and talk to you, but we have some exciting news. We are rolling out credit terms, and we're in the process of reviewing or re-reviewing the terms and conditions for you. And hopefully we have this at least binded by next week for next week's webinar. And I just wanted to make an announcement that this is what we're doing, and you'll be hearing from us shortly. So if we are using the credit applications we received last year, and if you are interested and did not complete it, please reach out to your sales rep. And that is all that I have to say for now. Thank you. Talk to you next week.
Now back to the convention. I always get the fun things to talk about. We've received, a lot of you guys have already pre-registered for the convention coming up. For those of you that have not signed up for the convention, please go to the website www.sterenconvention.com and get pre-registered. We will be rolling out next week a lot more information regarding the convention. So when you get a chance, if you haven't already done it, go to the webinar and pre-register. We need to get a head count so we can plan activities, we can plan for meals, we can plan for presentations and third-party promotions at the webinar or at the convention. We are still taking the pre-registrations and entering your name into the drawing. The last last week I made the announcement that one room equals 10 registries. I need to make a correction to that because that question came up a lot. And it's our issue on the Steren convention side. If you registered for 2 rooms prior to April 10th, your registration will get you an extra 10. So we'll be sending out confirmations to you guys to let you know, everybody that has registered since the 10th, that yes, you were entered and this is the number of entries that you have. So look forward to seeing all of you in Dallas, and quickly get registered by the end of the month so we can start our planning. We actually, through the Steren annual convention, it was brought to our attention that we've actually added Whistler to our vendors that will be attending the convention. So when you get a chance, go through the slide. This is our presentation. These are some of the things that we'll be talking about at the convention. So get pre-registered so we can start our planning. Craig, are you there?
Okay. Yep, I'm here. Thanks, Elisa. One thing I forgot to mention at the outset, please submit your questions. I think you guys know the drill. There's a little chat box in the lower right of your screen. We will stand by to take as many questions as you guys present. But to summarize today, we'd encourage you to take advantage of the deals of the week. They're really substantial savings. We're trying to make them, very worthwhile to you guys. We definitely, we're very close to rolling out phase 1 of the AT&T box program. So we encourage you to get those dealer forms in so there's no delays when the product hits the warehouse. As Elisa just mentioned, it's really helpful to us if you guys would pre-register for the convention. As you can imagine, it's difficult to do all the planning. How many rooms do we need? How many meals? What kind of floor space do we need, etc., until we can start getting an accurate head count. We had a phenomenal surge in registrations last week, so thank you to everyone that registered. And please tell your friends and cohorts, this will be very well worth your time. We're going to have some major players there in terms of vendors, and they're going to offer promotions that you just won't get elsewhere. And those promotions are only going to be extended to attendees. So we're trying to incentivize you to go to the meeting because the same promos will not be available to people that don't attend the meeting. Obviously, the cornerstone of the meeting is going to be Steren products. Our intention is to have a virtual Steren store. It's pretty cool. I mean, a few of you guys were able to visit us in San Diego and take the tour to Mexico to see the stores, but our intention is to bring that same experience to the larger group so you can see really what we can bring to bear and how we can help you and grow the Steren brand here in the U.S. So in closing, we'll stand by for a minute to take questions. As always, please mark your calendars for next Thursday, the 21st, same bat channel, 1 p.m. Pacific. We will be updating you on all the new stuff.
Okay. Craig, we have some questions that we need to address on the webinar.
Sure.
Will there be a hard copy catalog?
Yes. So to clarify what Elisa was talking about on the catalog, the one that we're putting the final touches on right now is a digital catalog. So this will be something obviously you access online. It's what I call a virtual catalog, where you flip the pages and it makes a little sound, and you can see everything that is currently on hand or in transit. It's kind of expanding on the weekly on-hand report, so it's giving you images and categorizing things and grouping them, and I think it's going to be helpful not only to you guys, the dealers, but our sales team as well, because sometimes we may be out of VGA 6-foot male-to-male in black, but we have it in dark gray, and so everything's going to be consolidated for easy viewing and easy, you can easily compare that what we have. So that's phase 1. That it's all but done. They're just putting some final touches on the index, and then the next step will be the printed hard copy catalog. And what Elisa was alluding to is once you guys start viewing this digital catalog, we would like your feedback. What do you like? What do you not like? What would you like to see added, etc. So as Elisa said, the time frame on the hard copy printed catalog is 90 to 120 days.
Okay. Grayland's asking, will this catalog have MSRP pricing? He says it would be helpful if they're using this on a tool on the sales floor, at least to have MSRP pricing.
That's an excellent question, and that is exactly the kind of feedback we're looking for. I don't have it in front of me, but the digital catalog that I reviewed or previewed a week ago, it did not have MSRP. It was just pretty much, here's our listing of all HDMI cables. One page, you can see everything we have. It did not have any pricing at all, either dealer or MSRP. But again, that's the kind of feedback we need from you guys.
Okay. Craig, when it comes to the cordless phone batteries, can we do a cross-reference to the Steren branded with the cordless phone batteries that we have? Do we have that available?
Yes. At the NewTek website, under recent flyers, there's a file called Battery Matrix, and this references every battery that we sell. It'll show you the old Radio Shack number. It'll show you the Steren number. There's a lot of information there. So, as I say, that can be found at the Battery Matrix on our website.
And also, guys, just because we're pushing out batteries, I'll try to pull that list down and send it out in an email, just so you have it on your desktop and don't have to go look for it.
Yeah, maybe we should post it on Facebook, but yes, we'll make that easily accessible to you.
Okay. Let me see. And we have a question about the ADM1380, which was the week. Is there any way we could get credit with the difference of this deal?
I'm not clear on the question.
So Kyle ordered the product a week ago, and he's looking for credit for the deal of the week versus what he purchased a week ago.
I don't. It's not my department. It's over my pay grade. I would have to get back to Kyle on that.
Okay, Kyle, we'll let you know. Okay, that concludes our questions for today.
All right then.
Our next webinar next Thursday, we'll be sending out a webinar link. We'll also be emailing out to you the deal of the week, so you have a coupon as a reminder to go ahead and get your order in for the flash deal for today's webinar. The next webinar will be Thursday, the 21st. That webinar is pretty important to us. We will be disclosing a lot more information on the annual convention. We will also have a much better update on where we stand with the AT&T prepaid and postpaid phone plans. As soon as this meeting is over, I'm going to that meeting so I can get more details and push that information out to you. So thank you guys. I appreciate your time. Look forward to your questions. Any information and questions and ideas that you have for the new Steren catalog, please email me and we'll get back to you, and we'll be making those changes if we can. Thank you for your time.